What's going on, everybody? We want to put that framework in action that we talked about in the last YouTube video that I put out. Of course, we're talking about my T.R.I.L framework, the framework that you can use to copy and paste it and steal it from me. You can apply this framework to use to trade, to pass your evals, to earn payouts, and just become consistent. It's a 4-part checklist, which consists of time, meaning we're looking at 2 aspects of time. One, we're looking at a kill zone. This right now, what you're looking at is the 1-minute chart of NASDAQ. We're going to be going over today's execution. And at the end of this video, stay to the end, we'll put up the highlight reel of our trade of the day. But the first aspect is time. We're looking at a kill zone in the macro. 2 is raid, T.R.I.L. R is raid, meaning we want a run of a low, run or high. Inversion, we prefer the inversion setups. That's our IFVGs, very famous out here on Twitter, in the breaker block setup. And last but not least, some form of liquidity to target. So we're just going to go ahead and break it down for you in replay mode. This is replay mode, but I have the real-time execution I'm going to show you here in a bit. But here we go. Here's the opening drive macro from today. Today's date is December 10th. So coming into it, we was looking for price to take out this high. But the reason why we were bullish overall, if you zoom out here to the 15-minute chart, zoom down here a little bit, you see we have this very established range here. I love it when we have these type of ranges from this low to that high. If you were to take a fib level and take it from this high to that low, you see you got the 50% tap here. And with that 50% tap, we have the possibility of us coming back to get that high. With that being said, looking at where we're at right now, let's see what price is going to do. So price, here's market open. Takes that low, starts to come down for this low too as well. Takes that low as well. So you got both of these lows in the market. We already touched the 50%. You still got this high open in the market here. And in fact, with these 2 highs here, this high and somewhat this high, they're not relative equal highs, right? But they're very close to being relative equal highs. I want to keep that on watch. Let's see. Now you're starting to get the gap. This fair value gap. And again, if you don't know about inversion fair value gaps, please go back and watch the videos on my YouTube channel called ICT Mastery Series. If you go back and watch those videos, I promise you, you're going to learn a lot. But here's the inversion fair value gap. It's not an inversion until price gets above. So price goes lower. Right there makes it no, not yet. Let's see. See how it closes. That makes it an inversion gap. All right. So the difference between me and a lot of the other mentors that trade these similar patterns and systems, I use time-based concepts and I use retests and I focus on liquidity. So if I have that inversion, where can we go? Where are some targets higher can we go? For me, this is obvious. This is going to be an obvious draw of liquidity. And of course, you have the top side of that range and you would have this area here. These highs that's somewhat relative equal here for you. So we started. So if you touch this box at all, that's your buy point. This is what we want to do. All right. It comes back into this gap. That's what you want to get long. So that's your long right there. Buying the red candle. And again, in another YouTube video, I'll talk about how we determine what candles we want to buy. My thing is what I want you to pay attention to is look at the RR in this trade. This is a 5-to-1 R. Let's see where we go. That's your target 1. Scale out of some. Move your stop to break even at target 1. Stops now at break even. That way you can't lose any money on the trade. Now it's a freebie trade. When I get in these trades, we do this often in live stream, get to a place where all of our trades are free. We can't really risk any money here. So let's see what we get. That's target 2 being taken. Now you should be runners only here. You should be runners only here in this trade. See if we can go ahead and get target 3, right? Target 3 hit. All targets were hit. So depending on how many runners you had on, most people should have got out of that trade completely. But if you had a lot of size on, let's just say you want to leave 1 runner on. Let's see if we get our next target here. I'm not liking that price action. And again, our break-even stop is down here. So let's see what happens. You would have got tagged out of your runner for break even. But again, we were already out at our target. This provided a clean opportunity with 0 drawdown. And this 1 trade alone today was responsible for helping 15 of our new members pass their challenges and repeating the same process over and over again. using the T.R.I.L framework is the thing that you need. Using my framework will create the discipline that you need to overcome the majority of the mental setbacks that is holding you back. Remember, T.R.I.L. That's all you need, right? So it's been another great episode, another trade review. If you guys need anything, feel free to DM me. Hit me on Twitter. I put the Twitter link in the description, and you can always email juicytrades with a Z at gmail.com. Thank you guys for your support, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.